It's been a wet and dreary day by the shores of Lake Erie, but we have football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Cleveland Browns. Strap in. This will be a good one. 2 one-loss teams getting together as they're underway on EA Sports. Taken at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And a short pickup to about the 25. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Second down, here's Chubb again. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Here comes Reed. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10 at their 38. They started on the ground with Eckler, and he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. On the move past the 40. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20. A big play there for L.A. 45 yards.
Well, that's something that this defense is not going to be able to allow if they're going to have success here. They've got to be able to wrap up and get guys on the ground. They end up letting him get away, and it turns into a big play here early on. I can just see veteran observers of the game.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about. So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
Here's Herbert. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Herbert got his man complete over the middle. It's Williams. And the Chargers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. And now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Austin Eckler. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This taken in at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. The Browns at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they come in off a disappointment last time out. That put an end to their modest 3-game win streak.
And last week, not only on the scoreboard, but I saw it on tape as well. Definitely not one of their finer performances because...
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
And able to work his way down to the 16. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And it's caught. Touchdown. Gerald Everett, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And oh, it's no good. For the 2nd time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point.
Dustin Hopkins to kick off for the Chargers.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This fielded right at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They find themselves in a good-size hole here, and a good-size hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up. Found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Well, I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Nasir Adderley that time making the tackle.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those, but 3rd down coming up.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now Now Trubisky. Flush to his right. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. It'll go in the books as a sack and a loss of a yard, but more importantly, it leads to 4th down. And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. On the return is Reed. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make a
touchdown, L.A. Mike Williams, 69 yards, and the Chargers are able to strike for 6. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
And can you believe it? He misses another one, his 3rd so far.
Dustin Hopkins to kick off for the Chargers.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Taken at the goal line. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. But you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
2nd down, here's Chubb again. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run it again with Chubb. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
Only 3 there on the screen at 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
To throw again on 2nd down. Trubisky looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Boy, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this 1st half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, They've got to take care of the ball because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
And a short gain down to about the 33. The linebacker, Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, on the tackle.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Herbert now. And that will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And that is no good. And this will remain an 18-point lead.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
The Browns drive about to get started. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Now a throw here to his running back. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a 1st down with his very next run.
On 1st down, Trubisky. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 59 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll run with Chubb, and he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, I know defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited by what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on second and third down here.
Second down and goal. Trubisky. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Browns get a bit closer. I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Joe Reed going to return it from his end zone. And ultimately he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. And a dangerous throw there. Nearly intercepted on the sideline, but it's incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. To throw on second and 10, Herbert. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on third down. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler, and he'll get it down to the 47 here. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Working the middle here, that's complete to Everett, the tight end. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing again on second down. Herbert. It's Williams on the catch. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A Charger first there as Herbert finds Williams.
Big play that time by Mike Williams, and it picks up a first down, and he's coming off a career-best 76 catches at 1,146 yards last season and was rewarded with a nice extension for his efforts. Definitely hope he continues improvement in his 6th season as a Chargers big play threat.
11 more on that one and another first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Herbert back to the air. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. And the Browns are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you can describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. I like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you.
So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Charger drive about to get going. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They've reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And, boy, this defense, again, really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held them to no gain.
Now Trubisky to throw on second. Going out wide, finds Chubb. Down inside the 10. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb, 30 yards. And the Browns take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. So a strong drive here to lead off this third quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive because they had to be saying, we didn't put our best foot forward in the first half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense, right?
That's true. You've said that before. The Charger drive about to get going. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 47. Now it's Herbert. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he's going to take this down close to a first down at the Browns' 25. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming. Justin Herbert looking to pass. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to convert on third and short yardage with a gain of 4. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down. But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back, and he is going to lose yardage here. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and that's going to lead to a third and 11.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off. Coverage was awfully tight there on third down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good, and they'll be unable to build here onto their 5-point lead. So without making excuses, you have to figure that this rain has had an impact now on both of his missed field goals.
It's one of those situations really difficult to practice for and tough to prepare yourself against. It's just a whole different animal kicking in the rain, and we've really seen him struggle.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. The football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 69 yards on the ground for him so far.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it, because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. Going to be some contact going on.
And again, it's Chubb. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. 4 yards on the pickup. Good enough to extend the drive. Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game, because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd and 9, Trubisky. And this one's incomplete.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 9. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Sebastian Joseph Day breaking through for the sack. A lot of pressure here for Cade York. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. York able to send this one through, and that will cut the lead down to just 2. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Charger drive about to get going. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal drive.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, well, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Herbert. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Herbert. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On 2nd and 9, Trubisky. And he whips that one incomplete there. Kareem Hunt, his running back, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Kenneth Murray, the linebacker, there to make the play defensively. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 106 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Now Trubisky on 1st down. He'll take a shot for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
2nd and 10. It's Trubisky again. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if I receive.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes this a 9-point game. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Peoples-Jones going to elect not to run this out, and they'll begin at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively, and it's 2nd down. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Trubisky to throw. That's out to Chubb, complete. And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's going to pick up the Browns' 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw again, Trubisky. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Running on first down, Eckler. And he stopped immediately there. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, zero nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And the Browns are right back in this football game. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Now it's Trubisky. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
Always got some breathing room. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll try the right side with Eckler. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Herbert. And that is incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Here's J.K. Scott now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Now on the return, oh no, the ball is loose. Taking it right down Broadway. The 40. Past the 20. And hold everything here. This one is not over yet. They return it for the touchdown.
They continue to fight, don't they? Well, we know one bench is jumping up and down in excitement right now after that punt return for a touchdown. Whether they go for a PAT or go for 2, probably depends on the team's philosophy, doesn't it?
Either way, made it a 1-score game. Still a little work to do, though, here in the fourth. Extra point by York is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So a little under 50 seconds to go. Plenty of time if they can get this onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
victory formation. Time for the Chargers. They take a knee. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the L.A. Chargers, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So, for the Chargers, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Mile High to take on the Broncos. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll try again next week at home against New England. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Today, from Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis, it's the AFC Wild Card Round on EA Sports. We'll see.
It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports. Taken in at the 3. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. Bringing them out, the 3rd overall overall pick from way back in 2008, a guy now in his 15th NFL season, Matt Ryan.
And he comes off of a really good regular season with over 4,000 yards passing. And now in the playoffs, people always ask the question, do you continue to play the way you played in the regular season? Do you turn it loose? Or do you tone it down a little bit? I think you've got to be smart, but make sure you show the defense something they haven't seen before.
And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards. Second down, another run with Taylor. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Play action. Ryan. Got a man. It's complete to Jelani Woods. And he is going to have a Colts first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chains, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. Ryan. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down. As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020. The man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
Let's face it, it doesn't matter if you're a rookie free agent or a 15-year vet. Guiding a team to victory on the road in the playoffs, that's no small feat. And it's going to be really important for him to play mistake-free football. But equally important, create some big plays as well to give his team confidence that they can win.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Back to throw here, Herbert. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. Looking to throw. Herbert. Throw over the middle into the hands of the tight end, Parham. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers are getting involved as this game goes on.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, Herbert. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 29-yard line. On first down, Justin Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. That is caught inside the 5. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That's good for 28 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Got a man. It's Allen for the Charger touchdown. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Chargers will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. So that a 7-play, 80-yard drive. And it was Keenan Allen who finished it all off with the touchdown reception. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And you know, Charles, it's been a terrific season for them. They couldn't quite get that #1 seed and the associated bye that goes with it. But nevertheless, they've got to be one of the favorites here to win it all.
They do, because of the season that they've had, the position that they're in. And we know under the old playoff system, they would have this game off. This weekend would not be one that they would play. But nevertheless, maybe it's a good thing. Sometimes you carry that momentum from the season all the way through the playoffs. If you get that open week, sometimes you lose it a little bit. So I think that's what's going to be their mindset.
His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
1st and 10, Taylor now. He'll take it past the 40 to the 41, 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Taylor. They find some open field here. The 20, 10, touchdown Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, 59 yards. And the Colts are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Rodrigo Blankenship now for the PAT. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Take it in at the 3. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. On 1st down, it's Herbert. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Up the middle with Eckler. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And from the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And he is going to have the Chargers' first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. They go back to the ground now with Eckler. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. 3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. They'll try and run for it with Spiller. And he will have the first down at about the 21-yard line. They'll go right back to Spiller here on first down. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. These two teams all tied after 1. Here's Herbert. He's got it. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's Herbert. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Gerald Everett from 3 yards out. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone. Fields it right around the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive. So we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Ryan. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and they will take over 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's 3rd and 4 now. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. Over the middle to Beckham. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. They'll find Everett there, complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, Eckler. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Draw play. It's Eckler. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 41 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. On 1st and 10 is Spiller. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Right back to Spiller on 2nd down. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Eckler again. And not a whole lot there as they'll get him down at about the 2. They give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think...
And this is going to be a Charger touchdown. Odell Beckham with career touchdown number 60. And the Chargers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football. And picked up by the Chargers. And he takes it back to the house. It's a fumble recovery and a Charger touchdown. Well, not exactly the way that they drew it up, partner, but certainly not going to complain because the end result, touchdown.
A great outcome for the offensive side, but a crushing play defensively. You make a quick stop, force a fumble, only to see them take the fumble all the way in for 6 points. Now the challenge becomes not getting down and going out and continuing to make plays and hoping the ball bounces your way the next time.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Ryan. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. The Colts on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Ryan. Man open, that's Kiki QT complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Second down, another run with Taylor. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now Ryan. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. 2nd and 10 now. Ryan. And that's caught by the tight end, Granson. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Here's Ryan to throw. Got an open man, that's Campbell. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Here's Ryan. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. On 2nd and 10, Ryan. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 23. Ryan will throw again. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. Touchdown, Colts! Jonathan Taylor. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Colts are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Taken in at the 3 and up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. We'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
Throwing left side, it's complete. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Looking to throw again on second down. Herbert. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Again, Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So a capper there to a pretty good first half. And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. As far as the early games go on Sunday, we'll have our eye on Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. A big one for the Chiefs, as they'll be forced to reckon with the Las Vegas Raiders.
Well, look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the third quarter. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Chargers getting ready to go here to start this third quarter. And they've been the better of the two teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium. But you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Eckler now between the tackles. And that's going to be good for a Chargers first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. It's Eckler again. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. We talk a lot about setting the tone to start the game. Well, you want to start the tone right in the 3rd quarter as well, and nearly lost a football there in their first drive.
And sometimes we overdo it when we talk about halftime adjustments and what teams are going to do. Most of the time, it's just a matter of executing the game plan you brought in. But I'll guarantee you, they didn't draw that play up on the whiteboard at halftime. They're fortunate to retain possession.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And the lead will stay put at 17. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. So after the missed long field goal attempt, this offense set up nicely at the 44-yard line. On 1st down, Ryan. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 99 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. Now a man open down the middle of the field, and the tackle going to be made at the 38. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Ryan. Oh, he's got his tight end, Mo Alley-Cox, complete. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. Now it's Ryan. And his throw is incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now it's Ryan. Hits his target, the tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 21. Throwing again, Ryan. And he's got Granson over the middle. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. To throw is Ryan. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Joey Bosa charges in there hard and drops him for a loss of 12 from that outside linebacker position.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Ryan. He's got Granson, his tight end. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Got to figure this is one they need here on 3rd and goal. Here's Ryan. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. They are able to get 9 yards out of that, but now it's 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Blankenship's kick is good. And that will close the gap down to 14. So that maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but it does get them back within a couple of scores.
And at this point in the third quarter, you don't have much margin for error, and that means you can't have drives that end with nothing. Whether it's a punt, a turnover on downs, those have to go away. You have to end with a kick, either a field goal or an extra point after a touchdown.
Now, this is going to put them back with not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. They run behind center with Spiller. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On 2nd and 11 now. Herbert. It's caught by OBJ. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Herbert on first down now. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise on your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now Herbert gives this one to Kelly. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Herbert. Caught left side. It's Beckham. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. Julian Okwara able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Here's J.K. Scott now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Up the middle, here's Taylor. 106 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the wild card round. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll run the toss here with Taylor. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 5. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they are looking good. A 2-score lead here in this fourth quarter as they hope to capture a spot in the divisional round next weekend. The drive starts with a give to Spiller. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. Pass complete on the out route to Beckham. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10 from the gun, a run by Spiller. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock. And this is second and less than a yard. From the 50, here's Herbert. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
They run up the gut with Kelly. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he is going to lose yardage here. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
On third down, it's Spiller. And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a fourth down. The Chargers will bring out the field goal unit now. This to make it a 3-score game late. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
Well, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And they are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Ryan. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. His throw incomplete.
Down several scores and playing behind the chains is not the way to have success in this one. Right now, if you're the offensive line, your big concern, protecting your quarterback and give him a chance to try and throw something downfield to pick up the needed yardage.
This one completes Alec Pierce. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Here we go. It's Ryan on 4th down. Flushed out right. Fighting to stay upright. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he can do there. And he winds up giving the ball away.
An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2. From the 30 on 2nd down, Herbert. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Out of the gun, a give to Spiller. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw here, Herbert. Quickly into the hands of Beckham. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Herbert on 3rd down now. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. They'll run here with Spiller. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. Again, Spiller. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Isaiah Spiller taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Chargers continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 24. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it was Isaiah Spiller capping things off with a touchdown run. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Yeah, this incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. 4th down. Here's Ryan. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. Straight ahead, it's Spiller. And he's got room. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 74 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll go right back to Spiller here on 1st down. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2nd and 9. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game. Check. Got that done. Win a wild card game. Big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. So long, everybody.